Hey everyone, Elto here, coming at you with a video about the application we've been using when we truck around the United States and Europe in American Truck Sim and ETS2. The app that we use is called Trucky. We haven't really dug super deep into everything they offer, but what we have done so far we'll talk to you about today. Let's take a look at how we get the app first. You can go and install it in the Google Play Store. Or what I used to do is go right to, when I started, I went right to the website. The website's going to show you practically everything. Download the app there at the website for your phone, as well as the in-game overlay. You want both of those. It is available for iOS as well. So Android and iOS, and I use the Google Play Store. You'll want to go ahead and download those. That will also, you'll have to link your American Truck Simulator and your ETS if you have both. And then you'll launch, like we said, right through the Trucky app. You'll launch your game through that, and then give you an option to go into single player or into truckersMP in the multiplayer if you have those. All right, and let's get into it. We'll show you guys how to set it up and how it looks and how to tweak it, and just give you some basic information on how to have you running it on your game as well. Alright, so here we are within the first main screen of Trucky. This is after you download the app. So you go to trucky.com, we'll post a link down below for you. But you go to Trucky, download it, and then it'll ask you to connect the files. You just find your ETS folder in your your desktop files there, along with your ATS folder, and you connect those accordingly, just kind of like truckersMP, if you've ever played that as well. Once those two are connected, you'll actually end up launching your game through the Trucky app going forward if you want it to be an overlay on your screen. So I just fired up Trucky. Here's my main page when it comes to a full screen. Shows my profile, shows the leaderboards of people who play, and let's just get right into it. We'll go right here. Let's do the settings quick for you. So when you first start, it's going to give you all these settings. I would probably play around with it a little bit before you really get into it. Otherwise, you don't know what you're adjusting too much. The main window type is the one that you're going to see at first. I have mine going vertically, actually horizontally, horizontal. And that is for the server information. The game info window is basically the things I described before. That would be your speed, your repairs needed, percentage on your vehicle or on your trailer. Shows a plethora of information. We'll get into that when we launch it up. But I use that one as vertical, so it's on the left hand side. All right, really, if you go through all these, it's going to tell you all how to save replays if you want. If you get in a crash, you just set it up to a local file to save where you want the replays to go. You can customize the window once it gets up in your overlay or on your screen. You can customize what color you want it. We have ours as purple. You can have Discord integrated as well, so you can run a bot in your Discord if you have people. We have a truckers channel in our Discord, so we just use that there to tell us what trips we're on with the commands. Truckers also, it also features things for truckersMP. That's gonna be things like notifications that are also integrated that you see just with truckersMP in general. Like if there's a crash in front of you, you can choose to where those notifications pop up as well. Volume for the radio, etc. Pretty self-explanatory. You can do this in game as well. I don't usually use this too much, but that's if you want to play this without playing it in the game, I guess, on the outside of as like a third party, but you can still hear it even if you're not in the game. You can sign up for the premium accounts, which I do have. It does help. Gives you some perks where you can use the dashboard app they have. That's pretty recently new. We can make a video about that as well later on. It basically shows your dashboard on your smartphone. It's pretty neat. Biggest, by far, I think the most important screen that I always take screenshots of is this one, your hotkeys, because you're going to need to know these when you're cruising around, especially if you're on multiplayer and you don't have time to look down or time to look up what a button means. Just have these available because usually the main two are going to be right here, that Alt-G, that's going to open up that main game info with all your information for your car and your trip, your truck and your trip. And same for the Alt-X. Alt-X is going to be that main window that goes all the way across the top, spanning there if you want it. but that would show the server information you're on as well. We also use Alt L quite a bit. That shows our little map, and it shows how many people are close. So if we want to start planning routes, which we're also getting into, that dispatcher is a great one to use. So make sure you definitely take some notes of these. Like I said, I just screenshot and put them on a little WordPad. I have those up whenever I play. So if I have any if I want to look over here and see, if I need to report something so people can see that, if there's an accident, etc. There is a dispatcher function here, which we just learned how to figure out to make it work really proper, and it looks great. And if your friends have it, it's a huge bonus for you, because you get to be able to literally create your own routes, carrying your own cargo, whatever cargo you like from whatever city. Once you do so, you're able to get an ID here once you create it, and then send it to your friends or your buds, and they can put it in theirs, import it, and now you're all on the same exact mission, as long as they all match up correctly from city to city. We'll go into more of that in another video. I'm pretty excited for that one too, but let's get right back into the game for now. Okay, real quick, I want to go into this. Make sure you launch. Once these are connected, they'll show up here. You can launch into single player if you like. But I'm going to launch into truckersMP. So I click there. We'll launch ETS. The traditional truckersMP screen did come up. And we'll launch Euro Truck. Log into there. We'll go into, let's go into US simulation, just because there's not so many people there. I don't want to mess that up. Now continue with your game. You don't have to do anything. You literally just log in just as normal. And there it is, right at the very top. Shows the amount of servers, our players, 7,848 online with 8 servers active. No friends are currently online, RIP. And it's current time, my time is 4:06 p.m. Now, if I cannot do my Alt G, I'm trying to do Alt G right now. Nothing's gonna come up with Alt G, okay? And that's okay if nothing does, for the fact that Alt G is going to be used for once you get into the actual. Once you actually have a route and stuff. So just for example, we will select a route. We are in Linz, typical starting place here. I think this is where my garage is at. Let's just do an external contract here. Linz. There we go. That's a really far one. Let's not go crazy. We'll just say this. There we go, to Switzerland. Okay, begin delivery. Hopefully it's right where we're at, so we don't have to do any driving. I wasn't really prepared to do any driving. Also, if you guys find this video helpful at all, or if you've been interested in the app, please subscribe and like it. If you've learned anything, or if we helped you find anything, that'd help us out a lot. Also, if you want to come out to Twitch every day, we do stream, like I said, at twitchtv.Eltocinorapido. Means fast bacon. Don't ask us how I came up with it. I don't even have my head tracker on or anything, so we're just gonna drive it over here, because there is a difference. If you Alt G, there we go. So top left, that is, so I can also Alt X. There goes my top bar. This is how I usually play. I do Alt X, or Alt G, excuse me, and then we crash, and we Alt G, and now it shows us our current job. We got salt and spices, 0% damage somehow. That was lucky. And we're going from Linz to Bern, and it tells us how long. The one thing I truly love this app for is it tells us how far away we are real time, and it's awesome because we can plan out trips, and we know that 500 kilometers is right around an hour, or 800 kilometers is right around an hour. I can't remember which one it is, to be honest. We haven't done too many, but you get the idea. Once you have done a couple trips and you see, you know, where you want to go, and you see what type of, gosh, talking and driving is not very easy. You see where you'd like to end up at, then you can start kind of giving an idea of, oh wow, you can start getting an idea of how fast it's going to take you to do certain trips based on the length. And that's what we really like. Obviously, when we stream, we try to time that out really well. So now that we just connected, you can see at the bottom the navigation changed down to 32 minutes. So we have to go 668 kilometers. It's going to take us 32 minutes. We should reach our destination by 4:41 p.m. there at the bottom. And yeah, that's it. We are connected, ready to rock. We got the little guy on there, and that's it. If you want to do the dispatcher, you would do Alt D. This would bring up the window to be able to do it in game, and you would use your map and basically just try to, again, find out different locations that you and your friends want to ride to, and just import it. And then you'd actually have to go back in the save file, save it, and then load back in the same save. Then it should be available. Pretty self-explanatory, but we'll get some into that more detail. Leave in the comments if you want another video, or if you have tried other apps that you like over this. I heard there's a bunch of other ones out there. We're pretty new to Truck Sim, but we thought this would be helpful. All right, thanks guys so much for watching, and we'll stay tuned. We'll see you next time.